Hello everyone, and welcome to my Daredevil Season 1 review. So this is a show that I've wanted to watch for years now, but I've never had the chance because I was too young. But now I'm finally able to watch it right before he makes his essential debut in the MCU. I know he was in No Way Home, but whatever. So, can't wait to talk about it, but before I do, I want to talk about She-Hulk for a second, and this applies to all the upcoming Disney Plus shows for Marvel: Echo, Daredevil, Born Again, Armor Wars, Ironheart, I already said Echo, Secret Invasion, whatever you want to say. What if? I am not going to make any more videos on a weekly basis, like, as the episodes come out. This was probably already clear after Hawkeye, but I cannot stick to a schedule. So I'm probably just going to make the videos once the show finishes. I mean, maybe I'll do, like, part 1, part 2s if, like I did with Miss Marvel. Maybe if I'm in a really good mood, maybe I will do the episode-by-episode thing. But what I'm telling y'all is expect not that. Expect for the video to be out once the show finishes, probably like a day or two after. Maybe a week. We'll see. But it'll be afterward. So, I'm going to do something I haven't done before, which is talk about the show itself. Ugh. This show is amazing, and I do want to talk about something for a second. All the movies and shows that I've talked about on this channel, I've been ranking and talking about as superhero movies and shows. Right? I'm just going to use the term movies from now on because it's easier. But this show isn't just a good superhero show, it's a good show, period. Not good, great. Like, this isn't a superhero show, this is a show starring barely any superheroes, honestly. Like, the only guy with superpowers is Daredevil, and until the finale, he's just wearing black ninja suit. Not even a ninja suit, just black cloth. Anyway, but it's really good and very investing very quickly, and it grips you in with the effective writing, because a lot of the time with movies and shows, what usually holds it down is that there's, like, something that's really good, something that's really bad. Like, for example, great CGI, like, outstanding. Like, say, I'm trying to think of a good example here. Here, we'll go with animation instead. The Minions, right? Great animation, like, fantastic. Crappy movie because horrible writing, horrible story, horrible most things. We don't talk about the Minions. But that's my point, right? Usually it's like that. Sometimes it's just that you get a very special case where everything sucks, like the most recent seasons of The Flash. But this show, it has some things that are fantastic, right? Like the emotional tensity of the scenes and the action. Like, just search up the hallway scene. It's fantastic. But it doesn't have anything that's bad. It has things that are just good, but it doesn't have anything that sucks. Like, that holds it down. Other than the finale, which kind of feels a little bit disorienting because it's a little bit fast moving. Because, like, in one episode, right, it moves super slow until then, and then one episode, Kingpin gets arrested, Kingpin gets broken out, he fights Daredevil, he gets arrested again, and then, like, yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot really quickly. And it was a little bit disorienting. Like, it made my stomach turn a little bit. But Daredevil is a fantastic character, and I'm going to have to admit to something real quick. I'm a phony, because I did not know near anything about Daredevil until I watched this show. And now that I have seen the show, and I have done research on Daredevil himself, now because I'm more curious, I can confidently say that he's in my top 5 superheroes. In no particular order now, it's Daredevil, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Doctor Strange, and Ghost Rider. But Charlie Cox's performance in this show is amazing, especially because he's not even blind. like, in the first season of Daredevil, I read this in an article, I'll put it in the description, but he actually wore lenses, like contact lenses, that were custom made to make him blind, but, like, look just like his eyes, but they made him blind, so he couldn't see anything. So, like, in the first season, he's actually blind in those scenes. In the second and third season, I'm not sure, but the first season, I know for a fact, he's actually blind, and I don't think this shot is from the first season, but, like, you get the idea. Like, that looks like a blind guy, let's be honest here. But, anyway. And I also like the lawyer scenes. He's probably my favorite lawyer superhero, but then again, there isn't very much competition. She-Hulk. But yeah, he's really interesting. And his relationship with Foggy, that I'll talk about in a second, is very engaging, to say the least. So I can't talk much about Kingpin, but I will start by saying that his backstory and origin is extremely dark. I do not recommend, unless you, like, are fine with TVMA and R stuff, go ahead. But, like, if you intentionally avoid it, or you're just straight up too young, don't research it, don't look it up, like, leave it be until you're ready, because, like, Jesus Christ, this man is crazy. He's a menace, and he's terrifying. Like, this show is TVMA just because of him. Like, if he weren't the main villain, like, let's say Bullseye were the main villain, right? This show would not need to be TVMA. Or, well, it doesn't need to be TVMA anyway, but, you know, it wouldn't be TVMA. But this man, he is choking the life out of people, beating the crap out of people. That's all I'll say. He does worse things, but, you know, that's all I'm going to say. And this man has such a short fuse. Oh my gosh, this man is crazy. And the reason I'm not including any clips in this video is because of that reason, because I know that there are people who are just not ready or just don't want to be exposed to this kind of content, so I'm trying to be sensitive towards them and trying to not show anything that may be disturbing or explicit. So, Foggy and Karen. This section will be mostly about Foggy, because I don't have much to say about Karen, so I'll just talk about Karen first. Her actress, Deborah Ann Walls, he's fine. Her character is good at first, but then she kind of feels useless later, and she's kind of a bit annoying, kind of full of herself. Like, she won't listen to anyone, because she's just so intent on her mission. Which makes sense, but, like, it's still annoying a little bit. But Foggy, oh, man, I already forgot which episode it was. I think it was episode 8 or 9, maybe 10, that Foggy, actually it might be 7. I don't know, 7, 8, 9, or 10. That Foggy finds out that Matt is Daredevil. And that episode is the best episode in the entire series. Because everything related to those two characters specifically is just that. Like, nothing else. Now, there are a few other subplots with, like, Karen and Ben Urich, but those were a little bit annoying, and I kind of wish they were left out, and I kind of wish the episode was just Daredevil and Foggy sitting in his apartment, talking, Foggy getting pissed at Matt for lying to him for years since college. And these are, like, mid-30s people, so who knows how long it's been since they met at college, right? But yeah, it was especially because his relationship with Matt is, I don't know, like, you get invested in their friendship pretty quickly. Like, it feels like a real friendship. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to explain, but I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. But yeah. Then, so I will give the final rating for Daredevil Season 1 as a 9.5. The only reason that I'm going to take off 0.5 points is because of what I mentioned earlier about the finale being a little bit too rushed. But other than that, this show is amazing. Absolutely recommend it if you can take it. And it's just a really good show. I am very excited for Daredevil's appearance in She-Hulk in 3 days. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys later.
You were right. What you told me over the radio that night. Not everyone deserves a happy ending.